In this episode, we travel to the Oregon coast, where evergreens guard a hillside cemetery overlooking the Pacific. Here, quiet markers and weathered names remind us of how memory is kept, not just in stone, but in the landscape itself. These are not empty places, they are echoes of lives waiting to be heard. I'm Aaron, and this is Stories in Stone. The journey to Evergreen Cemetery begins long before its gates. Driving through the towering evergreens, I felt dwarfed by their presence. Giants leaning inward, as if embracing the road. Their silence carried me forward toward the familiar sight of Haystack Rock, a steadfast friend of the Pacific Northwest coast. The ocean greeted me with its eternal rhythm, reminding me that all things return to the sea. Tucked away on Beerman Creek Road, Evergreen Cemetery rests at the top of a hill, overlooking the restless Pacific. The entrance made me smile. Though the main gate was locked, Wide gaps on either side left the place open to any traveler willing to step in. A place both guarded and welcoming, old and new, unassuming yet majestic in its quiet. Going in this front door, of course, it is locked, sort of. It's just closed. Walking inside, I was struck by its simplicity. Evergreen isn't large, just a scattering of headstones among the trees and grass. But the hilltop air felt lighter, almost cleansing. For a moment, the world's troubles seemed to remain at the gate. Each stone here stood patiently, waiting for those willing to pause and to listen. One plot caught my eye, John E. Gerritse, who died in 1918. Resting here beside Mary Gerritse, gone since 1909. Their stone felt more than a marker, it felt like a doorway. The name Gerritse carries weight here on the Oregon coast. Just beyond these hills, another Mary Gerritse, Mary Edwards, rode the rugged trails as the North Coast's first female mail carrier. In the early 1900s, she braved cliffs and storms to deliver letters, a lifeline of connection when the world felt far away. Though she isn't buried here, her spirit lingers in their name, her perseverance, her resilience, woven into this place. Their stones, weathered but enduring, tether the past to the land and remind us that memory is never bound to one grave alone. Other markers speak in quieter ways. William and Norma Heagy rest side by side, a lifetime of companionship carved into granite. Elsie D. Thibodeau's headstone leans awkwardly, as if time itself had pressed more heavily upon her memory. One grave stood apart, E.J. Kelly Blake, centered in a massive concrete vault surrounded by other names. It felt communal, even mysterious, as if remembrance here was shared rather than solitary. And then there was James Irwin. His stone carried words I won't forget. The first to go home by Evergreen, a most loving and kind brother. A simple epitaph, yet profoundly human. As I wandered, I found myself filming not just the stones, but the spaces between them. The sway of the branches, sunlight spilling into the grass, the hush of the wind mixing with distant waves. Evergreen isn't just a cemetery, it's a conversation between land, sea, and memory. Here the trees, the stones, and the ocean beyond all speak together. Evergreen Cemetery is more than just a place of rest. It is a reminder that lives continue to speak long after the voices are gone. These stones, these echoes, are quiet places waiting to be heard. If you found meaning in this story, I invite you to join me as we continue exploring memory, history, and the echoes that are left in stone. Please consider subscribing to Stories in Stone, so together we can keep listening to the voices that these places still carry.